Hello there guys, I am Vikrant and you are watching CG Epic. So I have added in another pillow for our bed by using the same pressure method, and today we are going to texture our modern bed. There are two methods basically for texturing it, the hard way and the easy way. So the easy way is simply simple, you can do in 10 to 20 seconds. But today we are going to use the node system and do it the hard way so that we can learn much more nodes. So to do the easy way, go into preferences, add-ons and just enable Blender Kit online. Set library, press N, and here in the Blender Kit, just change it to material, find materials and choose any materials and drag it in here. It will give all the mapping nodes, UV editing nodes, bump node, the normal map, etc. and etc. So let's get started by texturing this pillow. So I will just change it to shading tab and add in the new material for this and choose a fabric texture. You can get any fabric texture you like by searching in the web fabric texture 2K. By this you can get good textures of any models or any textures which you like. So I have found this 2K texture just right here. I'll just drag it into the shadings tab and connect the color to the base color, and you can see that the texture has already applied to this, but it doesn't look realistic. To do that, I will just take the pillow normal and connect it to the normal. You can see that it has become more worse now. To solve that problem again, I will just add in the node that's going to be the bump node. So bump node, if I drag it here, you can see that nothing happens. It will just take some time for calculating and this happens. If you change it from normal to height, now you can see that the real magic happens here. It has become a hard stone. So to solve that, I will just decrease the strength to be something like this and then add in the roughness map. You can search in the website, take a fabric texture, go into website, image to normal map converter or image to roughness converter. So I will connect the roughness to the roughness and then almost like nothing happens there, but the roughness value has been changed and it looks like a plastic model for a bit. So I'll press Shift A and add in the color ramp node. I will just drag it here, and if you increase the value of black, you can see that it's becoming more like a plastic model now. You can increase the value of black whenever you are making a plastic model. So for this tutorial I am going to increase the value of white. So you can see that it's becoming more rough like a fabric. And now we need a node. That's the mapping node. Shift A, add in the mapping node. Mapping node brings up more realism in this, and you can also rotate the texture however you want. So connect the vector of the roughness map, the texture and the normal map. As soon as you connect the texture to the vector here, you can see that the texture's gone somewhere. I'll connect the vector, the normal, and the texture's gone. That's because we don't have a texture coordinate in it. Press Shift A and add in a texture coordinate. Texture coordinate is important whenever you are using a mapping node. Connect the vector to the UV here and you can see that it looks much more realistic now. If you want to change the angle of the fabric or somewhat like that, you can just press rotate it here. You can see that it has rotated itself. You can rotate on y-axis, you can rotate on x, change the location and more like that, and it makes work much more easier, and it also brings up realism in the work. Just connect it to UV again. Now you can see that it looks, our setup for our pillow is complete. Now I will just add in the same material for all of them. So this is the material. I have connected the material to all of them, and I also have mattress texture. For the mattress, I will select the mattress and add in the new material, and that's just import the fabric here. This also has a displacement node. This has a displacement node because this is a mattress and we need that dotted texture on it. So I'll connect the base color and do the same as I did last time, but I will connect the displacement to the sheen. So I will just speed up this part as I did the last time. This is the same node again. So now this is the normal map, this is the roughness map, and this is the normal map. So I will connect the normal map to the normal here, and I will connect the mattress roughness to the roughness here. We don't need a color ramp for this because the mattress is white in color. And this is the mattress normal again. So sorry for double notes. So now I will add in the displacement, mattress displacement. If I connect the color to the sheen here, you can see that the magic is happening. And there's a dotted texture on the fabric now. But it's missing because we don't have a bump node to the normal map. So we press Shift A, add in a bump node, and continue the same procedure as we did the last time. Connect all the nodes which we just added to vector, the mapping node, and the texture UV map. So I have connected it and change it to height. And now I will add in the mapping node and add in the texture coordinate. After adding in the texture coordinate and etc., it will look something like this. So I have connected all the nodes to the mapping node and the texture coordinate, and that looks something like what we wanted for the mattress. And now it's time for this. I'll add in the new material that's going to be red in color. You can add in a fabric texture and whatever you want. For just the sake of this tutorial, I will just change the color to red and just increase the roughness a bit. Something like this looks good. Some more. Now this looks good. In the rendered view, it looks like this. And if I select the wood here and do the same procedure as I did the last time, it will look something like this. As I did not have a roughness map or the sheen trend because the computer was showing error and error and error. So what I did is I added in the color ramp only and just increase the value of white, and you can see that we have a good looking wooden texture here. And I added the normal map with the strength very less, and then I also added the wooden texture and connected to the base color. I will give all the textures link in the link below description, and I will also make a live stream after some days where I'm going to show the basics like the particle settings, etc. We will make a pond scene with grass, trees, and some flowers and a grass patch in it, and some fences and all. So meet you in my next video. Just enable notification bell so that you don't miss my live stream. So before going, we need to render our image so that we can show others that we did it and its realism, and we need to adjust the camera angle for it. To adjust the camera angle, I will just change back to rendered view or the solid view. I will add in the empty. If you have deleted the camera, I will also add in the camera. I will add in the camera also, and add in the object constraint for it. That's going to be the track 2. So I have added in the track 2 and keep the target to be the empty which we just added, and keep it minus z axis and keep it to be y axis. Now if I just grab this You can see that it's rotating itself as we are it looks like we have rotated it manually. You can see that if I just grab this and it has rotated itself. So I will just grab this and keep it somewhere like here. It looks good, but I'll just grab that on Z axis. Now it looks much more like what we wanted it to be. So you can render it in cycles if you have don't if you can wait and have patience. You can render it in cycles. Cycles gives it much more realism look. So just for the sake of this tutorial, I'll render it in Eevee, and cycling takes much more time than it. And you can see that it also casts realistic shadows, and it has already started looking realistic. So just for the sake of this tutorial, I will render it in Eevee, and just press render here and render image, and just wait for a second or two in Eevee, or in the cycles wait for a hour or more. So you can also render it in Eevee if you want, and you can see that this is our finished model. I'll just press image, save it, and save it in the folder which you like. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on the notification bell so that you never miss my latest videos.